then we have a record of attendance.
Yeah. So
I'm just making note that.
Huh? You're making notes on that?
Sorry, Rob. I was just going to say, yep, I'm making all the notes. We're good.
Thank you. Okay, record of attendance. Anybody has any conflict of interest at any time, please remove yourself for that subject, and away we go.
Okay.
Approval of the agenda, Chair.
Pardon me?
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Oh, yeah.
So moved. Motion.
Moved by Libby.
Thank you.
Second by John. All in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Carried. All right.
This is for the one report that's here. We do have Kevin Fudge, who's the Deputy Chief Administrative Officer and Finance Commissioner with the City of St. John, as well as Graham Stuart Robertson, who helped support this. Essentially, the resolution that we had adopted previously was not sufficient for the level of comfort the city was looking for in order to proceed with the contract. So we've worked with the city to identify the appropriate language, very similar as before, but a little bit more intentional. Just to give you a little background, it's related to a lot of the funds that we have to support this are within reserves at the local level. So it's not actually within our budgets. We don't hold the money today. And that does matter in ensuring the level of comfort in establishing a multi-year contract that the city will take on for this. So the resolution is identified. If there's any questions, we have the right people here to answer your questions.
Any questions on the subject?
Maggie Moore, could you please identify who she is?
She's with the FRSC.
Thank you. Welcome, Maggie.
I'll move the resolution to get it on the table, Rob.
Okay. Moved by John, second by Jim. On the question.
On the question, Phil, would you read that resolution, please?
Sure. Yep. It's a little bit long, so apologies in advance. Approves the reallocation of budget in the amount of $553,725 plus HST towards phase A and B of the professional services for the Canada Games Aquatic Center Enhancement Project to be funded through the reallocation of surpluses generated from completed projects within the approved 2023 and 2024 FRSC Regional Facilities Capital Budget, and $181,490 from the Regional Development Corporation, representing 40% of eligible cost, awarded to the FRSC on August 27th, 2024. And then the second resolution is commits to include the cost of phase C through E in the amounts of $1,019,685 plus HST, conditional on the approval of 40% funding from RDC in future FRC budgets towards the contract for professional services for the Canada Games Aquatic Center Enhancement Project.
There you go.
So I'm okay with this, provided that there is a guarantee that 40% comes from the RDC. This all gets put on the back burner until I see 40% coming from RDC. So there has to be a guarantee
through the chair.
Yep.
Through the chair to Director O'Hara, I think this is an excellent question, because this is essentially what we're doing, is that we're splitting up the contract on what we actually have money for this year. We can't commit to funds. We can project to have funds in 2026, but we don't have that budget approved yet. So what we can only do is approve what we have this year. And what this report is indicating is that we do have sufficient funding. We're releasing the funds for the purposes of this project for phase A and B. The next phase absolutely is contingent on this RDC funding, that next phase, and that would be approved by budget regardless. Through our normal budgeting process for the 2026 budgeting. So the second resolution isn't binding. We can't approve a budget in advance, but we can inform our membership that we do intend to include it in our budget until that draft is completed.
Yeah, my biggest fear, and maybe Graham can speak to this, is the potential for overruns because we all know that that is a huge potential. But I think, you know, as we move forward, as the regional communities, we need to see that there are safeguards in place that are going to protect St. Martin's, Grand Bay, Westfield, Quispamsis, Rossay, Hampton, and the Fundy rural area. So I'm fine to go ahead with what we have here today without locking in anything, any projections for the future. I mean, we can project, but we, as you said, Phil, it's not in the budget at this point, so I'm okay.
Any more questions on the motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Contrary minded? Motion carried unanimously. We're good that way.
Move the motion, or move the meeting be adjourned.
Perfect. Moved by John. Do we ever need a seconder on that, Casey? I think so.
No.
Second by Jim?
I don't think so, but we'll do
Okay,
that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Contrary minded? Carried. Have a good
Have
day,
a
guys.
great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.